can start.
Yes, let's do that. I have
Okay.
no idea about this D&D talk, D&D podcast talk, D&D general text, but yeah, let's go.
I was trying to give you deets, and then I had a question.
So, people, last time, I know a couple of us left a little early, and for those people, they are at Bella and Dolan's shop. As of right now, it is still nighttime. Saphir, I still need to get something to you, which is completely fair. It's my bad. But you are currently in the mayor's mansion. I will say, due to circumstances, you are sore, but you are conscious. She is also conscious, but laying on the bed. And you currently have advantage on charisma checks against her.
Okay.
I'll
Okay.
just like imply everything that happened there, and yeah, okay.
We're taking a fade to black for at the moment. So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's still open my porn.
and moreover, you currently have a layout of her manor, so you do have some insight to her. So, if you have any questions at any point in time, let me know. I'll tell you if you do or do not know.
Okay.
Okay.
Good to know.
So I think Landon, Deimos, and Ishmael are at the shop. Bone and Ludwig, I believe, were in the square
Yeah.
with Selena.
Mm-hmm.
Was
Oh.
Bone gonna fuck the girl?
No. No.
That was up to them. I don't think that was ever stated.
Nope.
But-
Not to the recollection.
So that's the current status of things. What are you going to do? They
Quick question, sorry.
yes.
After that whole Vivian shebang, did you just take the people that had to leave and put them back in Bema and Dolan's shop? I'm guessing.
Yes. Anyone
Okay.
who had to leave was in Bema and Dolan's shop for the night.
Okay.
Nice.
So, are
You're free to leave at any point in time. So.
is it still nighttime, or are me and Bone like just in the morning hours, the middle of fucking nowhere?
It's the really late hours of the festival. Speaking of which, you overhear that the festival does last for a couple of days. This is not the only day.
Question.
So, if you want to carry out the plan at any point in time, you do have time. It's about 4 days of a festival.
Question.
What day are we on?
You are on day 2.
How fucked is the town in terms of drunkenness? Because
A lot of the ongoers are tired, but they're drunk and tired, but they are still wary.
since all the
So-
alcohol is now rubbing alcohol.
Yeah, pretty much.
See, I have a feeling that
Sounds like we should do it tomorrow night.
if I
It's possible.
remember correctly, the events of what's her face? I don't remember her name. Told us about like her grandmother, or whatever, where all the bullshit started. I have a feeling that it would start at the very end or beginning of day 4.
That's why we gotta enact our plan fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel
Yeah.
like this is the festival where everything goes horribly wrong for some reason.
Now, me and Bone, we're in the.
I mean, to be
square,
fair,
correct?
it did look compellingly familiar to the first festival, where literally everything went wrong.
I wanna go over to Bone.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Bone, for we had a fantastic time here in the square. Shall we head back to the shop to plan and get things in order?
I suppose so.
Okay. You two are you going to tell anyone else you're heading back or no?
I wanna head over
Who
to
else?
the actress.
The actress? Oh, okay. You can tell Solani. Are you telling her about the plan, or are you telling her that you're heading back home?
No. I'm
But
just
Solani already left.
No, she's been performing for a while, but she's enjoying the festival.
I was just gonna
Man,
go
you told me
over-
she left last time.
Did I? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was gonna pursue her, but she's like, "All right, good night," and she peaced out.
Peaced out. Okay. Okay.
I was-
So
yeah, I was
I'll
gonna-
give you an exact location right now. She is in the square, but you can't see her right now. If you wanted to try and find her, you can.
Well,
I guess we shouldn't waste
Bone,
time. We should find the others.
For what shall
Okay.
we do? Head back, or did you plan on trying to flirt with your friend you met tonight?
hopefully there'll be more time for that later. I guess we should find the others and start figuring out what the hell we're gonna do.
Okay.
I understand. Let us go then.
So are you gonna? So you're gonna head back.
I'm still disguised
Bella
as a
will
high
join
elf.
you a little later. She's still kind of eyeing the crowd at the festival. So you two strut your way back to the shop. As for Sapphire, are you just gonna spend the night inside the mayor's manor, or are you gonna go back to the shop?
You're being nice to me.
If she can walk.
That's a good question. Actually, make a Constitution check. It's a question of whether you can walk or not.
Oh my god.
She did
Oh,
have
God.
disadvantage on saving throws
That's right, you do.
from my little chatterbox effect.
Yeah.
It's by 4.
Open my character sheet. I forgot to. Open my character sheet.
Negative
Oh,
4.
speaking of which, Sapphire, your sheet for some reason isn't on D&D Beyond for the campaign. So when you have a chance, it'd be helpful.
Oh, it's because I took it out because when Aaron left, I lost all the content.
Ah.
So I had it on a separate campaign that had everything that I needed.
Okay, that makes sense. If you could copy it over, maybe that would be helpful. Constitution check of 12 says that you are currently half awake. You're like ass blasted drunk right now.
I didn't drink though.
No, you didn't drink, but you have been having your ass blasted.
Okay.
You're cum.
Not the ass. 'Cause, you know,
You're
Drunk
dick,
off the ass
dick drunk.
blasting.
You're
I wouldn't say it wasn't the ass, but you know.
I guarantee nothing. In any case, you are definitely
You did
born and
ask
drunk.
me. You did ask me what I wanted and what I didn't want. So there you
That
go.
is true. That is true.
cock drunk.
But there is you are too exhausted to actually move at the moment. You will be
Okay.
fine in the morning. You have freedom to either stay in a guest room or stay in this room.
Am I in the bed with her?
Yes, for the moment.
I'll stay there for now.
She is fine, and she is reading by a lamp as if nothing happened.
Oh dear.
Wow.
Of course she is.
Wow. You've been reading zoned.
I mean, it's this. I'm imagining like Lady Dimitrescu when I think of this woman. So
Oh,
Uh,
God, why?
To be honest, that's a pretty accurate representation of this woman.
yes. So I'm just like gonna cuddle by her side.
She lets you, and that is perfectly fine. She has a small smile, but she continues to read. So,
Okay.
now then, everyone else that has gone back to the shop, you have reconvened, and Dolan is still behind trying to polish some weapons, trying to, like, set up
Yeah.
a few beds for people to actually stay in, because this is not normally a residence. Looks like you've come back. Listen, I don't know what you're planning to do here, but you should really be careful. Any plans that be carried out here, you know, half-assed plans produce half-assed results. If you catch my drift.
For I do, good sir. May I ask you a bit about the town, though, to do some information? You seem a tad well-traveled.
You could say that. Me and Bema have been around a lot, and in this town we've probably spent second most amount of time in compared to where we've been. So, what do you want to know?
Well, to enact our plan, we're going to have to set up some things around town, and we might want to have the town guard on our side.
The Kenku looks at you and plucks a feather off of his wrist. Just kind of motioning it toward the light as he thinks. Messing with the town guard in this place is going to be kind of difficult, especially on a one-on-one basis. They're very loyal. On top of that, I'd say that if you get any defectors, because I know a lot of them don't like how the Shadow Wolves are treated here, they may be punished.
I see. So probably not wise to get the town guard involved.
Probably not,
Then we're going
but
to
I
have...
can tell you where they're located, if that helps.
I would like to know the locations of the guard posts so we can work around it.
Okay. There is one main guard post in the town square.
Mm-hmm.
There is 2 by the docks, and there is approximately 3 in the marketing and residential district in total. So about 6.
Now, how well do you know the shopkeepers around here? Are they up for helping any of the Shadow Fae?
The shopkeepers here, they'd be up for helping, don't get me wrong, but I can't say that all of them are particularly strong. Maybe Bema's old man at the most. He seems pretty well traveled, but he is still elderly. Poor guy will probably break a hip if he does too much.
Right.
Well, as the current plan stands, I'm going to explain to him the plan. So,
Okay.
as the current plan stands, we're wanting to use your lucky draw out of the deck of illusions to tie to this little baby Leviathan. And by doing so, we'll have us as magic casters to back it up and make it believable. I will be acting as the sort of accompaniment to this dragon to bring ruin upon the land if anyone so dares to harm the Shadow Fae. We're going to mess up the docks.
Yeah, I see.
The
Well,
plan is to try to get them to... trying to get the Shadow Fae to stand up to me and have me fall back and... he raises his hands up in air quotes. Die at the hands of the Shadow Fae as they slay the beast.
And I'm assuming that's where me and Saphir come in, right? Because
That would
we
be
are...
Saphir and whatever this man's name is.
It's
Landon?
Landon Damies.
That would be
No,
where
no,
you
no,
would-
no, no. The other Palad elf.
No.
Landon. I am...
No, the other
My
one.
soldier.
there's
Not-
3.
Not the guard.
The
My
knight.
soldier. My knight.
So,
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
we would either
Not
have
offense to you.
Saphir, Landon, or the knight try to stand up to such a thing, and in doing so, kill me, to bring some province and tracking back to the city. Also, as a plus, the docks will be destroyed by me.
Which prevents the ship merchants, who I think are the people that are, most of that hate surrounding the Shadow Elves is kind of coming from. They won't be able to use the docks anymore.
It sort
I'd
of
see it as a
cuts the
win-win.
town off a bit in terms of resources and what power it holds. If the plan backfires, at least I will be hated amongst everything else, and we can go regroup to do another attack, where I will be firmly hated more and more. Even if this backfires, I would rather have the Warforge be subjugated than the Shadow Fae.
Well, you see, there's a really good reason. I know that Bema told you that the sailors don't really take kindly to the Shadow Elves here, but there is a good reason why they don't, especially the merchant ships specifically.
Duto.
Shadow Elves, if you know, they don't take kindly to people treading in on their territory, even other elves.
Yes, very territorial, very high-ranking.
And we are fairly close to them, so they do have a tendency to try and stop trade ships,
I see.
either by ritual or by full force, if you catch my drift. So not
I
all
do.
the sailors are actually negative towards the Shadow Elves, just primarily the traders.
Then I believe that still the Shadow Fae destroying the beast that's trying to destroy the docks would still increase, or at least conflict some of the traders' aspects on them.
It is a fair idea. I could see that.
Remember-
Now, here's my question for you.
Yes.
This little dragon here, he doesn't look very what do you call it? Intimidating.
That's
It's rather cute.
That's where you
We
come
do
in.
have. It does have a deck of illusions.
Well,
This
you're
is
going
true.
to use your luck for the deck of illusions to draw a Leviathan. Even if we don't get a Leviathan, a dragon will suffice. And I can use a number of tattoos to make some spells on him, and I will be backing him up as well to do some illusionaries.
Additionally, I also have a few tools at my disposal to make him a little more intimidating, say the least, because I prepared enhance ability.
Right.
Fair idea. And that is.
And then
But
Sorry, go ahead.
oh,
When-
of course, when it comes to quote unquote killing Ludwig, I do have the sleep spell, so
What will you do with this outside interference?
this is where I want the shopkeepers to come in.
Mm-hmm.
I specifically would like it to try to make it so the shopkeepers are in on the plan. This way, that when we go to enact this plan, that they could maybe not create a distraction, so to speak, but they could use the shops and the festival itself to run events, air quotes, to stir up the population, make things a bit chaotic.
Events like.
Imaginary sales, imaginary events going on in square and around, making it, or we could use imaginary events to our advantages. Maybe some guards are being rushed around with drunken people, or, oh, this person stole this. We could use a number of tactics, but having the shops on our side to have some resources to pull this off would be very nice.
That is true. I could see
Helpful.
that.
helpful.
How would we facilitate all said events, though?
The biggest contender here, and how the plan, at least through my vision, would go out, is I can disguise myself for whatever I choose and desire. If at some point either I can disguise myself, or I can disguise a number of you with me, to go into the shipyard as a trader and put down some tattoos to set the land for just some spells locking them in place. After which, getting honey there will be a bit harder. However, I'm willing to make myself get a little wet for things.
Ew.
I could always jump in the water and trudge my way through the bottom of it.
Don't fellas like you rust?
Would you rust? However, I can rust in due time, but that takes a few hundred years.
I gotcha. But now for this little baby here. He's gonna make a quick animal handling check on Honey. Do you mind?
Feel free.
Dolan's trying to make an animal handling check on Honey. Does Bone mind?
No, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Let's see a d20. Okay. 17, 18. I'll say an 18 is decent. Honey has taken a liking to him. Not struggling too much. He's petting his face. He's given a soft little dragony purr. And rolls over on his back. This fella's a little too sweet for combat. What if he gets hurt?
For that won't be an issue. You see, while the illusion takes effect, he will be at the bottom in the water, while the point is that if he gets, say we get the Leviathan card, it'll be taken to his back, and it'll look like a full Leviathan coming out of the water. He will be at the bottom, inside the water, where nothing can get to him. Say something does get to him, I could redirect the attention to myself.
If you want a suggestion, because I know the Deck of Illusions primarily has a red dragon out of it.
Mm-hmm.
You could, if you want a proper Leviathan, change it using an illusion spell of some kind, maybe? If any of you have that at your disposal?
I have a few illusion spells up my sleeve.
Also, if we don't want to worry about Honey, I have a special little spell that can prevent somebody from hitting him or biting him, just in case somebody does get down there.
So do I.
Clever boy.
Sanctuary.
I have a few other things, such as the Shadow Mage.
And I do have speak with animals, so I could always just tell him to get out of the way.
True.
The idea is that the illusion is bigger than what he is, and they would be aiming for around the upper half of any creature versus the bottom where he is.
Okay.
Suffice to say, I believe he is in little danger.
So let's see here. We've covered the bases with, let's see if I remember your names. Ludwig, Landon, and Ishmael, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What about our Minotaur friend here and the Shifter?
I actually do have a thing that I would like for the Shifter. Bone, do you believe you could cause a ruckus in your hyena form, maybe by stealing a few things and getting the guards in a ruckus to stir some chaos?
You know I can do that.
And maybe we can have as a backup plan, I would like to have a summoning Minotaur.
What?
As a backup plan, I would like to make it so that I, air quotes, summon a Minotaur to battle.
Well, it would look very weird if you summon a Minotaur to battle and he has this mask on his face. But this is a fair idea. I like it.
Well,
I can use a disguise kit and some of the paint to make you look undead.
Plus, I do have
Undead Minotaur. I like that.
Plus, I do have an invisibility, and I could always just make him invisible and drop it when I need to.
Invisible Undead Minotaur. My goodness, aren't you just an original bunch?
The reason I say undead
seen
is
this all
because
before?
of the mask.
Well, when he's summoned, per se.
This would be as a backup plan in case the dragon is failing.
Well, in that case, don't you think that, say, a big Minotaur Guardian of Faith would be more effective than a summoned Minotaur, so to speak?
Well, if he's undead, it makes a bit more sense.
Yes, I'm
Does
pretty
he?
sure I can make it look as I please, and it'll look more like it's coming from you if it looks magical.
I have a multitude of illusions that could suffice, but I will take you on that. And
Does he
I
have
mean,
to be
we could
undead?
summon two if you'd like, just to, double whammy them, but whatever.
that would be a shadow.
Fair idea.
Triple?
A trio of Minotaurs is a interesting premise.
Backup
Very.
plan for the later part.
This would be interesting.
However, I also
Let's
would
hope we
like
won't
to
need
have
that.
Landon, if you could by chance, could
If
you
I
be
could.
could you have a mediator between this? That if anything goes wrong, that you might be able to stand by and fill in the gaps where chaos brings its ugly head.
And by that you mean...
Well, I don't like asking you this, but are you able to summon your god?
My god? You mean truth?
Yes.
I mean, probably if you did that weird thing again.
Ain't Truth the one who'd start choking your friend?
Yeah.
Yeah. Last ditch.
We can't keep making a plan. We can make an alphabetical list of plans, in fact, if the dragon plan fails, but I think we should make it
Again,
so that
I
our
would-
first plan doesn't fail.
Yes, I would
Yeah.
like just to have Landon as a mediator in case shit goes wrong either with me, I accidentally
Truth
faint.
is-
Not
Truth
that
is
you,
truth is a last ditch resort. Okay.
When I say
A last-ditch
when I say
resort.
to fill in the gaps, I more so mean if one spell fails that you could cover it, or if I fail, that you could cover it.
I could definitely cover it. I could definitely cover it, but summoning truth is a last resort.
Oh, I don't want you to summon him off the bat. That's no. I'd rather not.
Only if it's a life and death situation, honestly.
Well, in a life-death situation, don't you think he'd just inflict the former? I mean, the latter.
He's gonna let out a chuckle.
I'm with the cleric on this one. He's gonna take the feather that he was twirling between his fingers and stick it in his mouth, like a piece of wheat for a cowboy. Speaking of which, he is dressed like a cowboy. So.
Oh.
Big iron on his hip.
You washed your hand.
He's a very Western Kenku.
Big iron.
That was on your wrist. When was the last
Wait a
time
minute.
you washed your
So
hands?
we have a cowboy. We have a cowboy Kipir, and we have a cowboy Kenku.
Yeah, but you left the cowboy Kipir back in the present.
You're right. This is so confusing.
Okay. So.
But Landon, what were you saying?
When was that was on your wrist? When was the last time you washed your hands?
I'm covered in feathers. What do you mean?
Yeah.
I take a bird bath. You got a problem?
No, I'm just. You never know what your hands, do.
You're a barbarian and a warlock.
Yeah, I washed.
I don't want to imagine where your hands have been.
Yeah.
Question.
I look at.
I don't want to imagine where my hands have been.
I look at Ishmael, and I give him a once over, and then I just look back at fucking I forgot his name.
My jaw will just hold a jar and just be like I don't know this person. No way. Fold his hands.
So,
turn around.
I do have a question for you, dear sir, though.
Before you ask that, Emma's finally gonna walk in and close the door behind her. Pulling down the blinds at the same time to make sure the shop looks like it's been closed. So, have you guys figured out what the hell you're doing?
Yes. I do have a last request, though.
Yes.
My last request is you said you had something to make it look like this little dragon could breathe fire or ice. What might that be?
There is always the staff, of course. I'd have to get in the position, but a myriad of magic items would be there. Plus, if I'm not mistaken, this little Leviathan got a talent for breathing steam. You even kind of showed that off during the show, didn't you?
Yes, you did.
Could very easily change that just a bit to look like fire. Or
That
even
is
fog.
true. I will ask you another question if that is okay.
Mm-hmm.
For which out of the two of you have a better relation with the traders?
Bema's gonna cough and look at Dolan. That one, keep away from the traders.
So would you
So,
have a
I
good
guess-
relation with them?
Dolan's been swindling them for years. So,
That doesn't help. What about you?
I am well liked for a variety of reasons.
Okay, good. Don't
I-
explain those reasons. Just
I-
we'll trust you on
I
it.
have a question, or rather, would you be willing to accompany me to the docks?
Oh, sure, I can show you around the docks.
I would like to set up a few tattoos.
Would any of the rest of you like to join, if that would be the case?
Do we have to?
You don't have
If you
to.
none of you have to.
Mainly, I'm going to be going around the docks and setting up a bunch of magical tattoos to activate later.
Tattoos are for skin, my dear sir.
Yes.
He's just gonna rip off pieces of Emma's skin, tape it to the docks, and then put tattoos on them.
Actually, I can rip my own skin.
She looks at Ishmael. I do not consent to that. Just saying.
I would
don't
like you to
consent
show me
to
around
us seeing that.
Actually, still
Yes,
showing me around
it
the
was-
docks would be helpful, so I could like pick a place to like put the lizard.
It was a joke. I'm sorry. It came to my mind, and you had to hear it.
She's gonna flick you on the forehead, Ishmael.
I'm gonna
I said
pull
you
out
had to hear
my-
it.
While I'm still here,
I'm-
though, I want to put the tattoos on Honey.
Okay.
So. let
Also,
me- yes.
how are you going to get this little guy into the water inconspicuously?
The way that I wanted to do that was I wanted to go out to the beach and walk my way slowly underwater with him.
So, for reference, the beach, half of it is sand, the other half is the dock. So, there is a good chance that someone on the dock could spot you if you tried. However,
I could disguise
something
as
that
a-
might be helpful to you
could
is
disguise
the
as
sluice
a-
gate.
The what?
You might find the sluice gate a bit helpful, if that's the case.
The sluice skin?
Sluice gate. The city has a set of underground tunnels that have a lot of outlets to the actual stream and the beach.
He's gonna just remember flashbacks from the future. I would like to avoid those if possible.
Why?
Actually,
Call it future incense.
Actual.
wait. Ludwig, could you just come aside for a moment?
Yes.
And- Just kind of tug on Ludwig's arm off to the side.
You've broken my
Okay.
illusion now.
Okay. Obviously, you don't want to go down there, but what if whatever's going on down there, or whatever ends up going on down there, what if right now it's like one of those things where it's slowly happening and we can still stop it before it becomes so bad that everything ends up going wrong?
Ishmael?
Because think of it,
Ishmael?
this whole
Ishmael?
Yes?
I understand where you're going with this. However, I do not wish to have the same thing attached to my face that Vivi has. And even if we can stop it at the moment, I want to, as you said, enact one plan at a time.
Yes, but at the very same time, don't you think that we were back here for a reason? I mean, this whole plan is to stop stop the hate on the Shadow Fae, and obviously I'm all for that, but the festival only goes on for a certain amount of time, and I just can't imagine what's going to happen once it finishes.
How
Don't you
about-
think that we should at least look? Just look. You could send Landon and I down there. We could just look.
Question.
I
I have no issue with you looking,
I have
but if
a-
we were sent in time, back in time for a reason, it would make more sense for us to go back in time to fix
I
issue.
have a question for Bema.
Mm-hmm.
How well does the Kenku know the tunnels?
I wouldn't say, if you want a guide in the tunnels, there is someone I can think of that would probably be more useful. Me and Dolan have been there a number of times, but we primarily go there just to check up on people, give trade, etc.
Do you have a map of the
Um,
tunnels?
hmm?
You have a map of them.
Oh, we have a map of them, but there is definitely someone else who would be a better guide.
who is this
that be?
person?
Your shifter there seems to be very well acquainted with her.
Oh,
Ah,
Oh. Bone, I guess you are
Ah.
gonna have to go out and do some flirty.
oh no, what a shame.
Bema, I'm very sorry. This is just a different concern that I had about this whole ordeal. Ludwig, I know we're trying to address a problem here, but what if we are looking at the entirely the wrong problem?
Well,
Who knows? We were sent back here for a reason.
okay.
So what if we're trying to fix the wrong problem?
my
what if we
my
were sent
friend,
back here by accident?
my friend, whatever the reason may be, let's continue with this plan. But also, we could send Bone off to do a bit of reconnaissance,
Uh,
Right,
I mean,
Bone?
I could.
right? He's looking
Yeah,
at
yeah.
Bone. Okay.
Reconnaissance.
Okay, Bone, I trust you completely to do the reconnaissance. And just
Yeah,
winks
the
at her.
reconnaissance.
Those tunnels aren't the only tunnels she's exploring.
Oh, I
Question.
know.
Stop
Oh
it.
my god, this is why I should be a third wheel more often.
He chuckles.
You and Landon aren't the only ones who have to have all the fun.
Can I...
We haven't
Landon.
even had fun.
Landon, would you
None of the
mind...
thing to
Yeah.
smile at Landon. Of course you haven't.
Landon,
That's
since...
fine.
Know that whenever I'm back, I'm fucking bone neck.
Landon, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Could
Oh,
you... Could you go with Bone?
Who? Me?
No, Landon.
Oh.
Me? Why do you want me?
I would like you to go with her, since if we are to enact this plan, the least amount of faces seen as possible is good, since Bone won't be the one a face being seen, because Shifter, and you won't hardly be seen at all because you'll be filling in gaps.
Right. Of
It would
course.
be easier, because Ishmael and me and Deimos, if it comes to Deimos, but me and Ishmael would be the most seen out of the rest of you.
Yes. Oh, darn it. I wanted to go with Landon. Ah, whatever. Fine, fine. We can do this.
Separating from Ishmael kind of fucking.
Emma's gonna
rips.
step behind Ishmael and just whisper to him quietly. Don't worry.
I'm-
This building has only one less bed than there are for your party members.
I'm fucking sorry. You are whispering. You are very close to
So-
my romantic partner. You better step the fuck. I pull out my greatsword. You better step the fuck away.
I'm just gonna turn around. Oh, no, Landon. We're fine. We're fine. Bema.
I have...
Bema, hear me.
Yes.
So...
Don't talk to me like that. And then he's just gonna hold out his staff of healing, or else I will heal you so badly that it'll go in reverse.
You're.
The bed was for you two, you moron.
Yes,
Darling.
I understand.
Darling, you are so bad at threats.
What can I do? I threatened her by bonking her with my staff that's used to heal people.
Do not threaten me with a good time.
You? Oh, okay. Oh my god. Ludwig, can we just get this plan started already? I just want
I
to
do
get out
have
of
something
now.
I wish to do first with the little, with honey. So I want to try to make 3 tattoos on him,
Mm-hmm.
all being Ice Storm.
That's doing a minor.
So here's the first roll. I got a
Bone, are you
20.
okay with them tattooing honey?
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Okay.
So I got a 26. That should succeed.
Okay.
Second roll. A 32 definitely succeeds.
Mm-hmm.
And I rolled the third one with disadvantage because multi-rolls. 28 for the third one. That should succeed.
Okay.
They're all Ice Storm, 4th level.
Okay. So, after you do this, Emma's gonna look at Dolan. You got their bed set up, right? Yeah, for the majority of them. Alright, do you guys want to turn in, or do you want to go out and explore some more? The rest of the town is still out and about, but it does look like they're quietening down a little bit.
Bema, could you show me the docks?
Now?
Yes.
Okay.
It'd be much appreciated.
But Landon and Bone and I go to, on a double date, you say, with that friend of yours.
Again, if
Talani?
you're gonna be seeing.
Oh.
You could
wait.
try and find Talani if you wanted to. She probably is still out there.
That's why I sent Landon with Bone.
Well, you're
But-
gonna have to convince Ishmael in
I
character
want
to try and separate from Landon.
I want to convince Ishmael.
Because he'll just be like, no,
Is it
I'm just gonna
deception
sit here
or-
and be lonely?
Is
Is that
it
what? Is that
deception
the
or
deal?
Persuasion.
Okay.
How about this? Can I try to convince Ishmael? I
You
have a feeling
can.
I would do a lot
Okay.
better.
Okay. You.
I would say so.
Darling, as much as I really don't want to separate, leave your side, I do think Ludwig is right. I think you should stay sort of out of sight for now until the main event.
Uh,
I sort of
oh,
okay. I didn't know that Ishmael was taller than me until like last time we actually played. So, but like I'm gonna place a little kiss on his forehead.
uh, fine, fine. Darn it! Just don't have too much fun without me, please.
I won't. I promise.
I wanna.
Okay.
So, I would like to use my hat of disguise,
Okay.
and I want to disguise myself as Well, actually, Bema, do you have a vague picture of what these, or a vague description of what these traders might look like?
The sailors or the traders?
The traders.
Okay. I mean, they do happen to be like a bit of the rough and tumble type. There are various races, but they do tend to be either humans or gnolls. I think I have seen a tiefling or two, but tabaxi as well. But they do have a tendency to be a bit more on the muscular and lean side.
Hmm.
So I want to use my hat of disguise to transform into a muscular human sailor.
Okie dokie.
Like, sort of like beefcake sailor.
Ishmael respectfully averts his eyes and just like tries to go into another room.
So,
Venla gives you a smile and a small smirk. Damn, boy, he's thick.
well,
Yes, I
the story
know.
shall be that I'm a new trader for you, and you're seeing me back to my ship. If we ever get stopped by a guard.
I suppose that might not be a problem. If anything, I'll tell any of the sailors that I was scouting new recruits for one of the ships. Fair?
Fair.
If anything, they'll probably be like, I don't know. They probably think that you picked best.
I do pick them very well.
God. Well, Bone and Landon, I shall see you on your way, and Bema, off we go.
And Deimos, what are you doing?
I guess I'm on standby, it seems like.
Make
Do you want to help
Okay.
no one with anything? Do you want to go somewhere? Do you want to explore the
I
tunnel?
mean, I'm gonna prep in case they need me, but otherwise I'm gonna just hide in the fucking cafe and see if I can talk to the chef.
Oh, you're hiding in the cafe.
Yeah.
That's an interesting one because none of you have been to the cafe actually.
We've all talked about going, but none of us have actually, gone.
So Deimos is the only one who's actually going to go to this cafe.
Why don't you
All
take
right.
the Kenku with you?
So
Yeah.
I,
You know what? Yeah, true.
A little bit of swing
so I
help?
can't be seen, but like, will going to the cafe make me seen?
You're
No,
going-
the cafe is pretty quiet. It's on the back, so you guys are good.
So yeah,
Backwards
could I go with Deimos just cause?
Yeah,
Okay.
you and Dawn and Deimos can go on like a triple date to a cafe. That's great.
Okay.
Away we go, splitting.
You guys have 2 hours in total before full nightfall, and I'm gonna make you go back. So, Sapphire, on the other hand, I want you to make a quick con check.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Ass rhyme.
No,
Check. Where's my constitution?
I just wanted to see if she can walk yet.
That's a 15.
Okay. You are still sore, but you can manage to move a bit if you so choose. You could explore the manor. If you make a proper stealth / persuasion that you need to get up and, do something. But I will leave that to you.
I'm gonna just casually turn to her and ask her where the bathroom is.
Okay.
Kitchen. Like stupid. Like get out of the room.
The kitchen is downstairs, and the restroom is on the same floor that we're on right now. You are upstairs on the second floor, but it is down the hall.
Okay. I'm just gonna pull my clothes. Not gonna put all of them on, but I'm like.
Oh
Actually,
dear.
do I find any of her clothes?
You do.
Is there like a shirt somewhere that I can just like put on?
She normally wears corsets, rather long. She does wear a
Oh,
lot of
God.
dresses.
Put a corset on casually.
Nothing particularly like short shirtish, sadly.
And she's a woman with class.
You almost had a girlfriend shirt, babe.
I know, that's what I was trying to do. I'm just gonna like get half dressed just so I can like get out of the room.
Okay. No problemo. You want me to describe what you see?
Yeah.
Okay. So there is a long corridor. The floor is marble with a long red carpet, just all the way across on both. Is a T-shaped hallway with a long staircase down the center. At the far end of the hallway, you see that there is also another hallway on your right, and the first hallway goes down straight forward. There is approximately 2 doors on both sides, and downstairs you can see that there is 2 doors on either side of the staircase.
Right. Can I like peek inside of each one of the doors? I'm not gonna go in, I'm just gonna like look inside to see what I see.
Okay. The first door on your right, you do see that it looks to be some kind of guest room. Not really too much going here. It seems more like it hasn't been lived in for quite some time. They don't really seem to have like a lot of guests. Nothing too much there. Down the hall, the main hall, you see on the right there is the hall that is on the right has a number of doors, like about 6 or 7, which would be a while to go through on your own. It would be kind of suspicious. You could if you wanted to, but I would be making you make stealth checks at the same time.
Nah, it's fine.
Okay?
Unless I hear anything suspicious.
You don't. You do hear a little bit of movement, but it's probably the staff for the house.
Okay.
Further down the hallway on this main floor is the bathroom and what looks like a young adult's room. You would assume that it's probably Solani, but she's not home right now.
Okay.
If you want to check, you can, but you could also go elsewhere.
I'm gonna go explore like the first floor or the kitchen
Okay.
is.
So out of the 4 doors there, the furthest to the left from the staircase is a large library. It looks like it's been ordained with stacks and stacks of books on every single wall with a small fireplace to the far right. This one looks like it has had a long life usage. They probably use it on the regular pretty much every day. The second door on that same side you see is the restroom. On the other side of the staircase, you find the kitchen, and the last door looks to be a much smaller hallway. This one looks a bit different from the rest of the house. A little bit older and maybe not taken care of as much, but there is about 2 doors in this hallway, this short hallway. You're getting the foreboding sense of not going down this way.
I want to know what's behind the doors, though. Can I peek inside the 2 doors?
Left or right?
Right.
Okay. Make a wisdom save with disadvantage.
Oh god. That's a 9.
As soon as you head up to the door, you do hear a noise, but you manage to brave through it and try and grip the doorknob. The second you grip the doorknob, an overwhelming feeling of being watched right over your shoulder takes hold of you, chill going up your spine, and the lights go out completely. Whatever was in here / behind this door has made you so deterred that you run back upstairs.
Okay. I'm just gonna casually go back to the room and like sit by her side and just like not say anything.
She
Kinda like,
notices that you're a little
okay.
off put. Is everything okay?
Yep, just fine.
You're having images of yellow eyes and sharp teeth in your head as you're just laying here in bed.
Yep, just peachy.
Okay. You are now afraid for the night as you cuddle up to this enormous woman.
I just casually see one of her daughters in the room. Yep. There should have been 3 doors.
Alright. Now.
I do want to ask her
Mhm.
if there is something I should know about the house. If there's like a place I shouldn't go.
She thinks for a moment. I mean, you are a guest. Technically, there are a lot of places that you shouldn't go. She gives you a small smile, and then just kind of puts her arm around you, kind of reassuringly.
Look at
Anything
her
else?
and just casually be like, anywhere in particular.
Her smile fades a little bit. Probably my daughter's room.
Okay. Fair enough.
Anything else?
Nah, I'm just gonna start peeking through the book that she's reading.
You see that she's reading an interesting novel about heading down a river that never seems to end. She appears to be reading it, but at the same time, she doesn't appear to be actually turning any pages.
Okay.
Ain't that a metaphor?
Okay.
Now then, back to the rest of our crew.
I
Gordon
thought
Landon.
she was saying that. Made me go, what the fuck? Now back to the crew. These men shall be helping me.
I'll start with Gordon Landon. Yeah.
Right. Before we go out, I
Mhm.
would like to raid Bema's closet. I just want to see if she has anything that's like over the top. I want to see if she has anything like over the top feminine. Like I'm talking dresses, corsets. Like I want to like
Sexy.
be wearing something. Yeah, pretty much. I want to be wearing something that will make Landon
Town hooker.
look. Well, no, but like I want to wear something that will make his tits fucking pop.
His or her tits?
Hell
Wish I
yeah.
was there to see that.
Okay.
Just
Just
or
as
her
sort of
tits?
like, just as sort of like, as sort of like a disguise kind of.
She wears, what you see in the closet is that she wears a lot of purple and wine red corsets. Half leather, half half leather, half like sewn together.
Mm-hmm.
Zippers for easy access, if you catch the drift. The pants she usually wears would be rather form-fitting. They are like 16th, 17th century, like pirate-esque. She does have a lot of more feminine clothes, though, gowns of sorts. She does look like she's actually been used to being invited to a lot of like balls and stuff, especially maybe at the town hall. Knows a lot of like elegant clothes, but it doesn't look like she wears them that much.
So
If
you're
you would've-
saying that she is used to dealing with balls a lot.
Wait, question. Is Landon a guy or a girl?
Landon's a guy, but he's a trans guy, so he does have boobies.
Can I toss him my suit from the noble I shook it off of?
I mean, you can. Like he's going full on disguise mode. He's incognito. Okay. He's wearing a dress.
Should have bought a hat of disguise.
Fancy. Well, he already has like two, like he's gone under your guys' radar almost this entire time. The only reason why Ishmael knows that he's trans is because they've been in the bedroom.
I don't think Ludwig would know what a trans means for other races.
Right.
Just his robot.
What you do notice, though, is that she doesn't have a lot of girlish clothes. She does have a lot of adventurous clothes, but
I'm honestly like just looking for something that looks feminine enough to make his boobies just fly out, basically.
Definitely more on the corset portion there. There is quite a bit of definition. Cough, cough.
I will say pirates used to wear corsets all the time.
Oh, yeah.
So you could probably borrow some if you ask her nicely.
Then I have a question. Could I hypothetically borrow some of your clothes while me and Bone, go out?
Clothes are for wearing. Please. By all means. Though, who are you trying to impress? Your shifter friend here?
No, I'm just kind of trying to make myself not look, recognizable. Like, I know I'm aware that the reason why you guys are sending me out is because, like, I'm not going to be seen or whatever, but, like, if someone sees me, I don't want to catch, the drama, if you know what I'm saying.
She nods and gives you a small whisper. The lingerie is in the back closet.
I'm not okay.
Have fun.
Yeah. And anyways, I walk into the closet and I walk out just unrecognizable. I haven't put any makeup on or anything. Like, he hasn't put any makeup on or anything, but he's done his hair pretty nicely. You can't even see the shaved bits. It just looks natural. And he's a lady.
When you are getting dressed, you do notice that there is a picture on the desk of what looks like Bema at a younger age. You do look very similar at this point. Very young, sexy pirate adventurer vibes going.
Good for me. Too bad I don't play a changeling anymore. I would have gotten away with this easily.
Are you telling me that we might be related?
I will neither confirm or deny. I will make Landon make an insight check if they so choose. But
my advantage.
Hey, cousin.
If I can fetch my dice. Well, I don't know where my Landon dice went, so I'm gonna use my flare dice. Whatever. Okay. Advantage. Oh, that's just 2 sevens. Okay. What's my modifier? Insight is +6, so that is 13.
Okay. So the inkling you get, because you look at the background, is that she might have been a seafarer at one point in time. It does look like Dolan is not in the picture at this point in time. But she might have been on a very prominent crew because she is surrounded by about 15 to 16 other guys. And she is the only girl.
Oh boy.
Aside from that, you can't really tell too much from the picture. It does not look like you are related, but she does have her weapon that she gave Dawn at one point in time, and it doesn't look quite the same as it does now. But you can't really tell what's up with it.
Okay. Neat.
So, are you two going out?
Going out we may.
Off we go.
Okay. So are you going to head back to the square to try and find Solani, or are you going to try and go elsewhere?
I guess we need to find Solani if she's gonna help us.
We could go to the square. We should probably could try to go to the square.
Yeah.
Alright, so you two trot your way back to the square in an attempt to find Solani. I'd like both of you to make a perception.
That's a 17 for me.
Ooh. Landon?
That is a 16.
Okay. I will start with the 16. The 16 gives you that the townsfolk are finally feeling very drained. It's about 2 to 3 o'clock in the morning. A lot of them are going home finally. So it does look like the party is starting to wind down. The lights are still on. The band has stopped performing. Solani is not on stage. But there are a number of stands at the corners of the square. They do still seem to be like doing various games / food for people. You do, and I'll go to the 17 for this one. You do notice that Solani's striking white hair can kind of be seen at the far end of the square from where you guys are. She looks to be having a seat at one of the stands and talking with someone else.
And now one gets territorial.
No. I'll point her out to Landon, and I'll say, she's the one over there with the white hair. Let's just try to make our way through. Try to keep it low-key, I guess.
Right.
She's giggling and having a good time. She does look like she's had maybe a drink or two. As you go there, the people are, pretty chill. No one's paying you too much of a mind. It's not too suspicious to see a shifter and are you human? No, you're a pallet elf. I mean, they're used to seeing elves.
I'm a tall lady, quote unquote.
They're used to seeing elves. They just know that you're a weird elf.
Thanks.
A weird elf.
Weird elf, bro.
That weird elf.
The fuck is that, bro?
At the
Maybe
very
he'll just be
least,
distracted by his tits. That's all they'll worry about.
Titties.
make a charisma check, Landon.
Oh gosh.
Make a charisma check for
modifier?
those tits.
It's a 14.
A young boy comes up to you and asks you, "Are you related to the mayor?"
I'm gonna look down at him and just in my deepest, manliest voice possible, no.
You're pretty
No,
like the
son,
mayor.
I am the mayor.
He is shocked at first, but he's like, "Mister, you're pretty like the mayor. It's very impressive. Thank you."
Thank you. That means a lot, I think.
He gives you a loaf of bread.
Wow.
Alright.
I'm gonna add that to my inventory.
We must protect this kid now.
At
I'm
all
gonna-
costs.
We're gonna adopt. Everyone, do we agree?
You know, I wonder if it's one of the ones they burned in the future.
Oh no.
I don't know, man. It's been over 100 years, so.
Better not. He'd be over 100 years old now.
I'm pretty sure these people are humans.
Okay, maybe I burned his
Oops.
kin alive. Who knows?
Shit. I did not mean to add that. Disregard that.
It looks like he might be the baker's son because he's running around with like a basket of bread,
He's just giving it out to people.
just like
Horrible.
people who are nice.
I want to ask him for a loaf of bread. I would be like, hey, can I have one?
You're a hyena.
Uh-huh.
He pulls out like it's a small baguette. He pokes your mouth with it. Teeth. I like teeth.
I'll give him a really big, like, bared teeth smile. Not trying to like scare him, but just like showing him off. And like flex a little bit and be like, rawr.
It's so
Just like hyenas do.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll make Solani do a perception check, actually.
Raw
Oh,
extreme
okay.
pounces on you.
16. Okay. So as you roar, first the little kid's like, your teeth are so shiny. It's so cute.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Bark, bark,
Can we take this kid home with us?
No.
Go check-
Can we
kidnap
teleport him
him.
into the future to meet his future self and have a
God,
paradox?
No.
Oh lord.
Nah.
Our new pet, the
No.
baker's son.
Oh,
New pet,
God.
just-
Sounds like
Oh,
the
boy.
decision is unanimous. We adopt.
I object.
Our new pet, this just.
It's
cute
too late.
boy.
We have adopted.
We shall acquire son.
Again, I think that would be kidnapping, but yeah.
Quite literally.
But we'll take good care of him.
I mean, he gave us bread. We can give him.
We'll
his
feed
back.
him and we'll make sure he goes to
We're
school.
gonna name him
I'll
George.
put down newspapers for him.
He gives you the
We'll
bread.
help him cheat on tests.
We'll leave the light on when he comes back from his first date.
Eh,
Date!
I don't know.
Oh my God. Fucking
Too young to be thinking about dates.
Like 9.
Father Day,
he,
man.
he points to the marketplace where you guys were staying at. My dad's bakery is down that way. If you guys want, you can have more bread later.
What's your name? kid?
Yes.
My name is Zeke.
Zeke.
Adorable.
Hell yeah, Zeke. I'll remember you.
He smiles
Stay
and-
frosty, my friend.
He smiles and wanders off, trying to find his dad and get more bread. Okay,
That's
I'll
very
see
sad,
you later.
but also very cute.
Must protect.
We must protect very much.
Turns out the baker's actually like the biggest racist of them all.
Yeah.
Okay, we can just kill the dad.
And then take the son. Just commandeer the vehicle.
Yeah.
Commandeer the sun.
Yeah.
Duh.
But
About the
Solani,
baker. The baker's son is where it's at.
Solani noticed you roar from the little bar top that she was sitting at, and she looks over at her friend. Oh, hey, this is who I was talking about. This is what was your name again? Was it Bone?
Yeah. I'm Bone.
She's not drunk. She's
Awkward.
tipsy and giddy right now. She has been having a bit of a rough night since you guys left. She after she saw her mom left with Sapphire.
No.
Your other friend, yeah, I think she's sleeping with my mom.
Yeah.
Casual conversation topic.
Joke's
Yeah,
on you,
yeah,
I'm gonna sleep
that
with
sounds
you.
like her.
Sorry about that.
Yeah,
Sorry about
sorry.
The party fucks the town.
It's okay. She's got a bit of a streak for doing that. I already know. It's okay.
Which one?
Listen, while I would love to just like, you know, hang out with you and kick back without being on stage and doing crazy stuff, we actually
You
came here
should.
looking for you
should.
for a reason.
Wait, what reason? Did I do something?
No.
I mean, no,
It's what you could possibly help us with?
Hmm.
Bema told us you might be able to navigate us through the... What are they called again?
Tunnels.
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 Yeah, it's tunnels.
There is a fancy name for them, I don't remember.
Catacombs.
She gives you
Cavern or
a
whatever.
bit of a worried look. Why do you want to go down to the tunnels?
Make out point, if you know what I'm saying.
I just, you know, I like exploring weird, creepy, crawly places.
For a make-out point.
Yeah, that. I'm helping Landon here find a place for him and his wife to find a place to smooch amongst the bats. I don't know. Bone's kind of struggling here to find an excuse.
She gives you a little bit of a playful grin. Do you want to test it?
Oh god. There you go, Bone. There's your
Bone.
Yeah,
Before you can actually form a sentence, she just snickers. I'm joking. Relax.
Oh.
No.
Ah. All right. Yeah. Of course. Ha ha ha. You're so funny.
Not very nice.
Anyway.
Not very nice to mess with people like that.
No. It's Landon.
And
Landon. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
My little wolf ears just like come out. It's not like I can control it, okay?
I would just like to take a moment to look at Landon, because I also have ears. I have hyena ears. I just like to make eye contact with you, as both of our ears just kind of sit there and twitch. Just like appreciate that for a moment.
She looks at both of you, kind of astonished by ears. Tries to touch Landon's to no avail, because incorporeal.
Don't.
And then reaches for Bones, and just gives them a light little squeeze.
Yep.
They're
My
so
ears are
soft!
incorporeal? My ears are incorporeal?
I mean, they're ears. They
Well,
just
yeah.
kind of
They are ears.
warlock ears.
Yeah, they're incorporeal.
They're barbarian ears, thank you. Fuck
The
you.
ears themselves are barbarian.
The ears are level 20 barbarian class. They have their own rage slot. But no, she's just playing with Bones' ears happily. She's kind of still tipsy. She understands what you're asking. But her worry about why you want to go down is just dissipated. I mean, if you really want to go down there, but, you know, be nice.
Be nice?
Yeah.
What?
Like,
To
don't
what?
don't cause too much trouble when you're down there, at the very least.
These are
it'll
words they've never heard before.
What are we
Be
being
nice.
This
What's
is gonna
that?
be important.
Nice. No, I'm not saying that in character, but
If you say that in character, she's gonna look at you and give you a quick boop on
No.
the snoot.
no, I'm not saying it in character. I'm gonna question her. I mean, I don't plan on doing anything crazy, but is there anything you should warn us about?
Well, I mean, the tunnels are where the Shadow Elves stay.
No, it's not. Shadow Elves stay in town.
What Shadow Elves have you seen in town?
I mean, there's me and my sister, for starters.
You don't look like Shadow Elves.
We're from the same place as them, essentially. We're distant cousins.
But the Shadow Elves of our town, sadly, just kind of... That's their safe place. So...
I
That's
hope
racist as
it's
fuck,
okay to
but that's not-
ask, but are you, allied with the Shadow Elves?
I mean... I do feel like sometimes they probably are a little bit jealous I stay over there. But... No, I would love it if they would be able to stay up here without having to worry.
Okay. I promise you, we want nothing to... Wait, that's not words I want to do. Words are hard. I promise that we're not going to give them any trouble. We, if
We want
anything, want to help them.
We want that just as much as you do.
Yes.
Baby boy.
If you remember properly, make a quick history check, Bone, because you were here last time.
Oh no. My history's trash.
It's a relatively recent history, so it's not, like,
7.
super...
Asking Bone to make a wisdom save? Nah, don't try.
Eesh. Okay. You remember that she said something about being, like, the healer girl for the town? But you don't quite remember what exactly that was.
Gotcha.
Okay. She nods, as long as, you're not making too much of a ruckus. They don't usually like non-Shadow Elves down there for obvious reasons. But, yeah, I'll show you the way.
Thank you.
Thank you.
She gives you both a quick nod and bids her friend a goodbye, who looks very disappointed.
Dimad. Plebeian.
Can I do a quick insight on the other person that she was with?
You can.
Make sure she's not taken.
It's a
before-
9.
You can tell he's drunk and he probably did want a bone.
I'm gonna stick my tongue out at him and give him the middle finger when she's not looking. As we're walking away, I'm just gonna turn around and she'll be like, meh.
Yeah, same. Absolutely same.
Fuck this guy.
The fact that you're both doing that makes him feel like you're probably going to Eiffel Tower her in some alleyway.
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
We might. We might. You don't have to say we won't.
Never
You
know.
never know.
So she takes you back to the shopping district and down that set of stairs that you saw earlier that those two hooded figures ran into. Well, this is the place.
Thank you.
Are you gonna come with us?
If you like. I mean, it
yes.
probably would be for the best, rather than you wandering around without a shadow elf down there. I
Yes,
wouldn't
yes.
want you to get mugged.
I mean, again, I am a shadow elf of sorts. I cast Disguise Self and I just make myself, just make my skin purple just to make it a little bit more.
Okay. She knocks on the door, and a pair of eyes come peering through this metal gate. Gives a very hollow tang, as if it is probably made of some kind of heavy metal. Oh, Solani. Who are these two?
I'm Landon.
Hi, I'm Bone.
You know very well that, you don't usually let people down here, right?
Don't worry, I'm barely a person. Bark, woof.
Don't worry, I'm barely a person.
She tells them that that you're not from town. You're just passing through and asked for some assistance down below. You're just curious and wanting to have some information.
Disguise self lasts for an hour, by the way.
Okay, so I'll say it's been about
I mean,
half an
it
hour.
I cast it right outside. I don't think it's been half an hour.
No, not now. I'm saying like it's been half an hour since you left Bema's shop.
Oh, okay.
So you have 2 hours in total to spend out. So this will last up until like another half an hour before you head back.
Right, okay.
Okay. So he nods, if not a little suspicious, and opens the door, ushering you guys in. Although this guy sounded big and burly, he's this lanky, like, short little shadow elf whose voice does not fit him at all.
I mean, mine doesn't fit mine either, to be fair.
He is a short little guy. He's like 5'2".
Yeah,
Aw.
I'm tall, but I look like a lady, so...
He's been standing on a stool to try and peer through the door.
Nice.
Listen, you two. I get that you're new in town, but please be wary that some of the people in here might not take too kindly to you.
I understand. I'll keep my head low. Don't worry about it.
Of course.
Solani smiles at Bone. I'll take care of both of them and make sure they don't get into any trouble. He nods and closes the door. The tunnel looks very brightly lit with torches on both sides. The floor and the ceiling are cobblestone, kind of a brownish gold tint. And at the end of maybe like 6 or 7 feet, there looks to be a very steep set of stairs going down. Are you coming?
Of course.
Down we go.
Okay. She grabs Bone's hand and just starts running down the stairs as quickly as possible. Make a dex save.
Okay.
You have no choice in this matter.
She be wanting the
I
pussy.
feel like this girl's about to fuck Bone.
It's a 9.
She wants the pussy.
Oh dear. Your rolls are terrible today, my lord.
Dude, you're asking me to make rolls on things I don't have extra stuffs in.
So, you trip, and you take a quick tumble down this flight of stairs. Still
laugh
holding on
All the way
to
down.
Solani. This is not good.
Oh no.
I laugh. I see her fall and I just start fucking losing it.
Valid.
Solani has tumbled on top of you, and she's still playing with your ears while you are prone. Meanwhile, Landon is making it down like a good person, sensibly and
A
elegantly.
normal person with legs.
Bone is literally about to be boned.
I am cruising down very ladylike.
When you finally get to the bottom of the stairs, you look down and see that there is a series of tunnels going deeper, like to the left, and like offshoots. It does look like it semi-mirrors the town up top in shape.
Hmm.
So,
Landon, I never went down to... I never went in the tunnels when we were still in the present, huh? So I never
Bone
saw
would
this.
know.
yes.
Bone would know. Does this look...
Hi.
Does this look anything like what the tunnels look like? You know, from before.
Yes, do they? Should I make a perception?
Yes, actually. Do make a perception.
Do I do it with with advantage?
Since it's something you've seen before, I would say yes. Yes.
Not disadvantaged, advantage.
Yeah, it's 28 with advantage.
Okay. So, there are portions of the tunnel that do look extremely familiar. You obviously do not recognize the stairs you just came down,
Mm-hmm.
but in the present, you can imagine the tunnel as being a lot more like cavernly. Like you can't see the cobblestone or anything. There's no torches. Like, it does look like it's been watered down, but you do recognize at least 3 of the tunnels out of this like 6 that are there. And there is a 4th tunnel. If you remember properly, there was 3 tunnels when you went down the well the first time, right?
Yeah.
The 4th tunnel that you guys had gone down to get here, quote unquote, is also available. It's another set of stairs going down, which is relatively close to you already.
Okay.
So it is fairly similar. Do you want to go down something familiar, or do you want to go down something less familiar?
Oh, that's a good question.
And it's all
No,
unfamiliar.
sorry.
It's all unfamiliar for me, so I'm just kind of letting Bone decide.
Yeah. Maybe unfamiliar.
Okay.
If we can gain new information.
Perfect. All right. So you have 6 tunnels. 3 of them were familiar. 3 of them unfamiliar. Give me a number 1 through 3.
3.
Okay. So you point at 3, and Solani takes the lead, heading down this 3rd tunnel. What you see is that the 1st and 2nd tunnels out of those 3 were connected, but they lead to a large opening. Looks to be about the size of the town square up top. There's a lot of shadow elves down here, and what looks like to be a large chandelier built in the top, but it looks like it might be like natural crystal, almost.
I can drop somewhat.
It looks like down here might be a town of its own, almost.
Interesting. Okay, gotcha.
From the top, make it drop. Wet ass pussy.
There's not buildings, but there is inlaid slots. What looks like might be beds, almost. So they actually fully sleep down here.
Yeah.
Right. Do they have houses? Or are they just sleeping on the floor?
They're
Like-
sleeping like in the walls.
Oh.
Like, you know, like in grave houses?
Yeah. Like catacombs on the walls.
Oh. Ew.
Or like those Japanese hotel thingies where they have like little blocks for sleeping.
Like penguins of Madagascar.
Yup, whatever they said.
It does look cold, like if you were to sleep on the stone, but there does look to be a good sense of warmth coming from a large bonfire in the center. So this is... She looks at both of you and ushers to them. They're pretty okay around here. The fact of the matter is that this is the residential area. Usually families take up a small column on their own. So there's... If you make a quick... I won't make you make a perception down here. I've told you a lot already. It looks to be maybe 200, 300 shadow elves in this single room.
My god. Listen, I know you guys need darkness. I know we need darkness to thrive, but to have an entire racial population sleeping under the city because of what, some prejudice? That's just sick.
And some of the people, I feel similarly. It would be nice if, like, they could have houses of their own. But at the same time, for some people it's better to just avoid it altogether.
Of course.
She moves through the room, waving at people. They're not shooting you bad glances, they're just shooting you, like, confused glances.
Question.
Hmm.
Is Landon wearing any sort of purple?
Oh yeah, of course. I'm wearing.
Yeah, she's wearing them as
corsets.
clothes.
I'm wearing
Okay,
the purple
so-
corsets.
Purple is like the color of the queen. So basically, everyone that looks at you probably thinks that you're wealthy as fuck.
I mean, yes, that
75
is
gold.
relatively true because the mayor also wears a lot of purple.
I'm definitely
It's the
not.
dye. So back in the day, the purple dye was just really expensive.
Went over this last session.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a very regal color, which again does make them look twice at you. But you are wearing what looks like adventurer's clothes too, so it's not hyper suspicious.
Dumb noble.
I'm definitely not. No, I'm definitely not wealthy. I only have 75 gold.
No, I'm saying like you look like a dumb noble.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's actually that's a pretty accurate thing.
Like an adventuring noble that went out, but is kind of adventuring, but like your mom and pop's pocket.
So Ishmael.
Ishmael.
But
Literally
Good
Ishmael.
offer, parents, thank you.
the shadow elves that are here have a quick look at Solani, and they smile at her up until they see the both of you. What are you doing bringing them down here?
I'm one of you.
We see a lot of elves up top. We definitely know that you're not quite us.
Definitely one of you.
Can't hear you, Landon.
Oh, sorry. I'm definitely one of you.
Make a persuasion, I guess.
You are disguised
Yeah,
as them.
Yeah, I am. I did use disguise self, so I do look like one.
Oh, true. I guess that would be more directed at Bone. Bone still looks like a shifter.
Hello. I'm sorry. I don't mean any trouble.
Solani's gonna step in really quick. Be nice to them. They told me that they wouldn't make any trouble down here. They don't. They're new in town.
I'm new in town.
She nudges at Bone. Go make friends. Go be nice. They're giving you, like, half scowls, but they're giving you attention at least.
Bone's gonna step forward a little bit and try to persuade them and say, listen, I know
Is
that
Honey with you?
it's probably your situation is kind of fucked and we are new here, but I swear to you that we are only here to help and we want to do something to help you live better lives. This is not fair.
We mean the best.
Fuck. Half of them, like, are a little bit dismissive. The other half,
Naturally.
they look at you like, you know, at least you're friends with Solani. If she trusts you, then, you know, as long as you don't, you know, hurt anyone down here, we won't give you trouble.
Of course not.
If you do, though, we will skin you and put you inside the sewer.
I hands them, or who does anyone here look like they are in charge?
Make a perception, both of you, to see if you can tell that or recognize anyone.
Question, where's
Yep.
Honey?
That's good.
Ooh, that's a good question. Did you leave Honey back at the store, or did Honey come with you?
I
I
imagine
left
we
him
left
with the
Honey.
others. Yeah.
Would Honey,
So Honey's with
would
you
Honey
guys.
walk after them because Mom left?
That depends. Oh, and did you tell Honey to stay?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
I got a 25, not natural.
Okay. So a 25. Bone, what'd you get?
10.
Okay. Bone don't know shit. You're just staring at Solani.
Yeah, sounds right.
I was just getting like, He breaks the door down and like crawls into the hole.
But Landon, you see that there is a couple Shadow Elf elders which are sitting by the bonfire, looking like they're talking. They haven't been paying you any mind.
I'm
although the-
gonna walk over to them.
Un momento.
Sort of.
Couple other things.
Right.
You do also notice, Vivian and that other, what you would assume is that other hooded figure on the opposite side of the bonfire.
Mm.
So,
Right, okay. Well, that hooded figure sounds ominous, but I'm gonna go with the safe option with the elders. I'm
Okay.
going to walk over to the elders and pull out my greatsword, fucking jam it into the ground, and just kneel in front of them, and then stand up and leave it there.
the three look at you. They're very clearly three brothers, like a set of triplets.
Mhm.
As you jam the sword in the ground, you realize that although they are elders, they don't look particularly old. They look wise, but not older than like middle-aged elf would be, if that makes sense.
No
120.
one else here looks like that's.
They
I'm
have
sure
like
it still means something, right?
they have like dad look.
I'm sure it still means something, though, right?
Kind of. They look at you as you jam it into the ground. Oi, what's all this then? Can't you see we're having a discussion? What are you doing with your sword out? Put that thing away.
I bow to them. I just kneel. I'm already committed to it. I'm kneeling. I kneel, and I just leave my sword like in the ground. I'll get it later.
The middle brother looks at you and shakes his head. You noble types or something else. He picks you up by the shoulders and dusts you off. Enough. What is it we can do for you?
We want to help you.
Why?
Well, because, you know, I don't think it's fair the way you're being treated. One of my lovers, friends, is a shadow elf, much like you, and she met a sort of grim fate, and we're sort of here to make that up to her.
That actually, I can admire that. Okay. Alright. I see what you're getting at. He turns to his brothers. Well, Rin, they don't seem to be harmful. Then again, there's quite a few people up top who love to save face. If you don't mind, I'd love to know your name.
It's Landon.
And your hyena friend there, eyeing our dear Selene?
My ears will perk up a little bit, and I'm just be like, huh? Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, I'm Bone.
Bone. They look at each other. Who the heck named you?
My mother.
They're just kind of elbowing each other and snickering a little bit.
Aww.
I named myself, so.
It's okay, Mr. Hyena. We understand.
Mister?
Mrs.
I'm the only mister here. Thanks.
She's just gonna like stand there, like not sure what to do because she's like still looking at Selena. She's just like, all right.
I'm the mister. Thank you.
Ah, our mistake. You're so large in comparison to Solani. We made it.
Oh, Lord. So large.
They pat the ground next to you. At least they seem to be much more friendly than like the younger generation that's here. They're having dinner. They offer you guys to join them.
I'm gonna sit, but I'm not gonna eat, because we did like just have a meal, didn't we?
Did you? Oh,
Did
yeah.
we?
You had bread. I know you that.
I didn't eat my bread.
That was a whole
Put it in
loaf
my
of bread, man.
dirt.
This is true.
That's just
I will
like,
sit to eat.
that's like 2
Okay.
rations. Christ.
So you guys sit and notice that they're eating a rather small fish split between the three of them. And what looks like that same kind of bread that Zeke had given you guys. It's not much, but you learn how to live off this kind of thing, especially if it's for the sake of the rest.
I'll pull out the bread that Zeke gave me and break off half of it and share it, and be like, I appreciate sitting with you all, but I don't want to take your food.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I've already had a meal, so I think it would be impolite eating more than my share, you know?
They nod. All right, fair enough. We appreciate that. So you're all eating together. It does look like the eyes on you have calmed down a bit. Between Solani and the elders, people have, your rapport down here has appeared to be a little bit improved. So, tell me, a lot of people come down here. A few people come down here, and even less attempt to try and help us, quote unquote. Even less than that actually are successful in it. So, tell me, what are you planning on doing?
Could just say you got a. Could just say you have a plan with a sorcerer.
We have a plan with a magic user per se.
They look at Solani and shake their head. If you're not going to be straight with us, we don't want your help.
I mean, I don't exactly understand it myself. Otherwise, I would give you a bit more. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh no, both the himbos are together, because Bone's also stupid. Oh no!
Pick me up.
Do they have a message spell they
Get
could
me.
contact me with?
No.
Fuck.
I have message.
Wait,
I have message with Ishmael. I can message
You-
Ishmael.
because I remember the small tattoos we had already gotten at that point,
This is
Yeah.
true. You could contact Ishmael.
and be like, help, send help, SOS.
You could
We
just
all can
ask.
always try to get
You
the
could
fear.
ask. You could just ask Ishmael plan.
I do. I send a message to Ishmael. I'm like, help, what's the fucking plan again?
And then in 25 words or less, he's just going to explain the key essence of
Message.
the plan.
Message doesn't have
Message.
word limit.
Oh, it
Message
doesn't.
have a word limit. Nope. That's why I wanted message and not sending, because sending does have a word limit.
That makes sense. So basically, he's gonna talk into it like a telephone. He's like gonna hold his hand up to his ear like he's talking into a telephone.
And plus message is a cantrip, so you can like spam that shit.
So let's see. The three of them are going to look at you kind of confused. Who the hell are you talking to?
My lover.
But on the other end of the phone. So the plan is the blah 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 Ludwig, blah 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 Leviathan, blah 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 big tattoo
The
thing, big
whole
scary Leviathan, and shadow elves are gonna be the heroes, and blah blah blah. I'm just like, I'm not gonna go and describe the whole
Plan
thing for continuity's sake,
regurgitated.
but like, yeah, plan regurgitated.
Uncle Sam, can we just say bye to them? They are leaving. Just say bye. Tell them.
Say bye.
Just say bye,
bye.
Liz.
God,
Just say
Laz.
bye.
Jeez, Lazarus, just say bye.
I'll
So,
be
yeah.
right back.
Good.
Blah 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 regurgitate plan.
Yeah, what he said.
While we wait for him to get back, I'm gonna go pee. Be right back. Also,
Hello. I found my Landon dice, so I do not have to use my flare dice anymore, in case you were curious.
Okay. Also, I'd just like to say that I'm very disappointed that I didn't get turkey legs at the Ren Fair yesterday.
You didn't get
Oh.
turkey legs at the Renaissance Fair?
Didn't. I'm so sad.
Oh.
Because when we got there, the line was for the food was too big, so we went exploring first, and then when we finally decided to eat, they were sold out, so I couldn't get them.
That,
That's
wow.
a
I did buy
shame.
myself a dagger though.
Hell
Ooh.
You want to know how I chose this dagger?
How?
yeah. How?
I looked at it, and my first thought was, "Wow, I can kill someone with this."
Wow, you can kill someone with that.
Oh
It is
boy.
very sharp.
Really? So they're able to sell those at the Renaissance Fair? Do you need like
Yes.
a license?
No,
I mean, I guess as long as they don't sell, weapons that do require a license, like a crossbow or anything.
yeah,
Or
no,
just a
they
fucking
sold like
gun.
swords and shit.
Or a
Ooh.
gun, obviously.
But the thing is, you can't carry them around. You can't walk with them around. So I bought it at the end of the day. Like I bought it like when I was leaving, so they didn't have to hold it. But if you buy it in the beginning of the day, they give you a ticket, and they'll hold it for you at the booth.
Just because they don't want
Until-
people carrying medieval weapons around.
Yeah,
I had a medieval event.
I did meet a guy who's a swordsman, and he let me play with a scimitar.
Is Scimitar?
Ooh.
A scimitar.
Okay.
It sounds like an innuendo. Just saying.
He let
Babe.
me play with his scimitar.
And-
Ooh.
He was a married man, and I just played with a fucking sword.
I don't know.
Please
Die.
don't.
People
Okay.
are folly.
I'm back.
Anyways,
Sorry about that.
Sorry, we were
Welcome
talking
back.
about people carrying medieval weapons around.
So what now?
just say bye, Liz.
My little dagger.
just say bye.
Oh lord. Anyway,
Anyway.
so you guys are down there trying to explain the plan. All right. They are following.
I just put it on fucking I don't know speakerphone, and I
Mhm.
just let Ishmael explain it.
Well, you're
I
gonna
don't
hear
know.
it like him holding his hand up to his mouth and he's speaking into it. It's almost like he's people eating their mics, but not really. So his voice is very loud and very projected. Not so that the upstairs can hear it, but so that all of them in that room can hear it.
Okay.
Okay, so message in general is not actually a spell where you say things. Usually it's kind of like telepathy, where you just
Yeah,
say
it's like
things
beamed
in
into
each
your
other's
skull.
minds. Yeah, but I like this a lot more.
I do. It's like message plus thaumaturgy. I'll work with that.
Basically just like the fitness gravitation test is the multi-stage aerobic exercise, and he's basically speaking into his hand.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey guys.
Yeah.
I've been trying to contact you regarding your car's extended warranty.
Nice.
Wait, what now?
I regret to inform you that your social security number has expired, and the IRS is going to come for you.
Sapphire, what were you trying to
Hi.
say? I
Hi,
missed you.
my name is Amanda, and we're trying to contact you regarding your car's extended warranty.
Okay.
Just memeing.
So they understand the plan, but Lynn and Jen are going to look at you a little bit worried. I get trying to increase the Shadow Elves rapport for the town might not be a bad idea, but if this plan goes awry, then they're gonna come down here first.
Okay, and then as he says that, after he finishes, you hear Ishmael say, "Hey, love you, bye," and then he just taps his hand really hard, thinking that that'll turn off the spell.
I love you too. I love you too, darling.
And you just hear him like tap his hand furiously.
Darling, that's not how it works.
It's called clapping.
And you see he presses it again, thinking that he did turn it off correctly.
Darling, it doesn't turn off.
And then he just puts it at his side.
I just stopped broadcasting. Anyways.
So let's see. Yeah, they're a little bit antsy about the plan. Because of A, what goes wrong, and B, there are a handful of people up top that may give this plan a hard time. Specifically the mayor.
Oh, believe us, the mayor is preoccupied.
Well taken care of.
I just have the most disgusted look on my face because that's my sister.
I got friends on the other side.
I got friends up there. They've been taking care of her. Don't you worry.
Sapphire is way up there.
Oh yeah.
Fuck.
Anyway. They're a bit hesitant, but at the same time they do understand. Fine. But I need... Lynn's gonna look at you. I need security at least for the notion that if things go badly, we have assistance trying to leave. They might force us out.
You have my sword?
I will be at your side if need be, if it comes to it.
They
Yeah,
look
my
at
sword.
your sword. This is
And
a
my
beat
spells.
stick. I don't
It's-
think this works well against magic.
I also
But
have
I do.
magic.
You're not here anymore. You hung up.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna say that.
They could just
yeah,
say
you're right.
that they have a lot of magic casters.
I do also have magic.
Hmm.
Can I
Well.
use? No, never mind. I'm not gonna.
I've got 2 sets of big meaty claws.
Big
Rawr.
meaty claws.
Jin's gonna look up at Bone and just stand up, putting his arm around you. I like this one. He's stupid.
Stupid. My God.
Call my girlfriend stupid. That's mean.
Which girlfriend?
Oh.
All of them.
I do also have magic. I just kind of. I don't have.
As Lynn says this, Solani's gonna like hug Bone's arm. I like this one too.
Oh.
He.
Bona looks like Sapphire has some competition.
Oh, and I'm watching this
Listen,
shit.
there's no competition here. This is
Pick up another NPC. Come on.
It's fine. We can fuck her together.
You don't share your girls.
Listen, I don't want to fuck her. I'm just trying to woo her.
Nah.
Is it working?
Same
Nope.
thing.
Himbo.
Or
Himbo
is she
gonna
wooing you?
Himbo gonna have a fun time.
Hey guys, I think I'm gonna dip.
It is
Okay.
11:03.
Goodbye.
Au revoir.
So, I wonder what happens with Bema.
Yes, you guys can pan over to the others as we're.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've been here
Yeah,
for a while.
I'm okay with that.
Will do.
If you guys want to
Yeah.
continue, it's fine. I don't got a problem with it. Just exploring the dock.
No, we've been here for a while.
Okay. So, I will pan over for just a bit. Sorry about that, guys.
No, bro, it's just exploring the docks. It's not super informative.
You never know.
So, you two have gone to the docks. The lights on the docks have been completely dimmed. Doesn't look like anyone's here. It is pitch black. You can see nothing besides the murky water on your left, a deep navy blue, and the far right is the town and the lights. It's kind of casting a extra shadow for you guys as you walk along it. Now then, what did you want me to show you here?
I would like it if you could show me the extent of the docks. particularly where all the ships are, the ports that are mostly used, and the best, and if there's a weak point in the docks.
She nods. This dock is not huge. It's relatively small. It is placed over top the beach and is rather long instead. Each of the lanes looks like they can hold about 2 ships. There is 4 lanes in total. And out of the 4 lanes, it looks like 3 of them have ships.
I just had an idea.
Mm-hmm.
I can use my shadow magic on this person.
On Bella?
Emma. Yeah.
Why?
Well, because I could use my mimic spells.
I mean, you could. That's if you can get past her.
Ooh. Ludwig's gonna be in trouble.
Well, not on her. I was going to use it on the ships.
Yeah, but you have to deceive her.
Yeah.
So, if you want to, you can try.
How many
What are you
ships?
trying to do with the ships?
My goal would be to set a glyph of warding up to make it so that when we enter the dock, all the ships blow up.
Okay.
Ooh.
Or blow a hole in the hull. Sink the ship.
Okay, you can try to.
How many ships are in the dock?
There's 3 ships in total.
Okay.
2 of which look like they might still have people aboard because those lights are on, but there's no lights on the dock.
I will roll deception plus my
Mhm.
glamour weave. Now I'm gonna roll my glamour weave. That is a 31. No, that's a 32, sorry.
Alright, so... Bema, we're rolling insight.
It's plus 13 on insight for some reason.
It's a 36 insight.
My fucking god. I just woo my
Wrecked.
magical hands.
She's looking at you and immediately knows what you're trying to do. Listen. In a life I once had, I was a ranger. Don't do that shit on me.
What's her modifier? Does she have a level 20 expertise?
I could
Yes.
get.
She's a level 17 expertise.
So she's plus 6 expertise, so that's 18?
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
I can't really use a tattoo because if I use glyph of warding on myself, it hits me.
I did mention to Landon, well, when they were looking at the picture, talented adventurer. She also gave Bone a crossbow and ranger items. Maybe she's a ranger.
That doesn't mean shit to me. Wait a minute. I do have an idea still. So tattoos can only be put on my skin, right?
Yes.
What if I put
My
my
lad.
skin on something else?
Do you have skin to put on something else?
Well, my skin
My
is
hand
metal,
doesn't even
so
have-
technically
Yeah,
I can
you-
just take a divot off and stick it on something.
Do you want
No,
to
it doesn't
chisel
matter.
part of you off?
It's not like it's gonna affect much if I do it on like my feet or something.
You'll still take
You
damage,
can
but
literally
yeah.
just
Oh.
wait for Bone to come back and do it with her.
I can't. It's 2-day wait. Hasn't been
That
2
is
days.
true.
It's only been what, half of a day? How much?
And before you attempt to try this on Dolan instead, he's not a ranger, but he is as experienced of a traveler.
He's a fucking
So-
guy that can draw magic cards from the deck of many things and not die. I don't want to mess with that insight. So, how much damage would I take from ripping my skin off?
I'll say 5 per.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah.
So
Okay, now I want Ishmael to just fly over there so he can bonk you with his healing staff.
I want to go over and I want to like rip, because I have armor plates on. I want to go down like the bottom back part of my calf and just take a mini plate off from my ankle.
Okay.
Les, I'm very sorry. I gotta go.
Okay. No problem.
Have a good night.
Yeah.
So
Bye.
I want to go up to
Bye-bye.
the first ship
Bye.
and I want to
Why?
go up to like the front of the hull of the ship and I want to bend my like ankle piece around it.
Okay.
Now to put a tattoo on it.
Do you want Bema to tattoo it?
No, because I have tattoo for.
Okay. It's fine.
I do have specific thing that I want.
Also, make a stealth check.
Putting the metal on?
Depending on which ship you put it on, there might be people aboard.
Actually, before I do anything, can I make a perception first?
You can.
22.
Okay, so one ship has a party aboard it. The second ship looks to have a light in what might be the captain's quarters. They look to be having a conversation with a couple people like on top, being quiet. Third ship has no movement.
I'm guessing the first and second ship I'd be noticed.
Possibly, but that entirely depends on your stealth check if you want to do one.
I want to give one piece of metal to Bema and ask her, Bema, could you tattoo specifically this piece of my armor and charge it with a spell that will detonate an explosion?
There's a thought.
It can be
Let's
any
see.
spell as long as it's going to be area of effect or an explosion of sorts.
An area of effect or explosion. I can do that. She goes ahead and tattoos the symbol spell on your piece of metal. Let me see. What kind of effect would you like it to have?
You're asking what spell I want to put on it?
Symbol's got a variety of effects.
I don't know the spell symbol.
So, symbol is like Glyph of Warding, but instead of go boom, it can go ahead and do various effects depending on who touches it. It would be death, discord, fear, hopelessness, insanity, pain, or sleep or stun.
Well, because the question, if it was death, would it affect everyone on the ship?
Each target must make a con save or take 10d10. So, yes.
Just have it be death.
Alright, death it is.
For everyone that... It would only be everyone that's on the ship, right?
As long as no one else is in that AoE.
Question for
How large
Yes.
is symbol
that, like,
as the AoE?
that. Is it like an Intuit charge by any chance?
Clarify, please.
So, I'm gonna quote Critical Role on this one. On the few past episodes, they have been using this devices called Intuit charges that have literally the exact same effect, but I'm pretty sure it's just like a bigger radius, and they can be activated by either movement or on command.
Yes, they are relatively the same kind of notion, except for the fact of it being on command.
Is it... How big is the radius?
The radius is 10
Intuit charge?
feet.
10 feet or 20 feet?
10 feet.
On an intuit charge is like 350 feet.
Yeah, but for this
Mm,
particular spell, symbol is 10 feet.
Yeah, fair enough. It's fairly the same as just like bigger radius and shit like that. It's like
Yeah, no, I don't
an
want
intuit
death.
charge is super hard to set.
I don't want death going off at 350 feet around everywhere.
I know. That's why I was asking, because it's like, what's the radius of that thing? That sounds a lot like an intuit charge.
Especially considering that you could hit Honey with that if you're not careful.
Yeah.
Especially if he's in the
I was,
water.
I was just curious about it, because it was like, ooh, that sounds so similar.
I'm gonna
No,
leave,
yeah, symbol is one of my favorite spells to play with,
I want
actually.
it to be the first ship that gets hit with it.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave the second ship alone.
Mm-hmm.
And the third ship I want to go over, and I want to place... I'm going to rip another piece of me off. So, you'll lower my health by 10.
Here,
And-
I'll send it to you so you have something to play with.
Appreciate that.
And I want to put on it... Let's see here real quick. What was it? Sorry, I'm having a hard time locating the spell that I want.
All good. I think next time I should start with Deimos and Ishmael.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's alright. I felt kind of bad now. Because if I kept that in mind, I would have just had them do their cafe scene right away.
I want to put ice storm on it.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna bend it around the front of the ship and slap ice storm on it. Let me roll deception for that. I barely make it.
Nice. Okay. What'd you get?
14.
Alright.
It's like half powered.
So let's see.
I get it off, but it's like a shittier ice storm now.
Yeah. Alright.
I do have a plan though for getting me and Honey in the water.
Okay.
Pick them up, greater invisibility.
That could work.
Because the thing I'm holding is invisible.
So we've got 13 minutes left. Does anyone want to do anything?
I want to go back to the store.
I'll be going
Wanna
back
go
to
back
the store as well
Yeah.
after we're all done with here.
Sorry,
I
what,
wanna,
Ruben?
I'll be going back to the store as well after we're all done here.
Okay.
But I did specifically ask if there's any weaknesses in the dock.
Okay. So the dock itself does appear to be a bit old. You probably could destroy it with a proper explosion. Any particular weaknesses? It does look like the pillars on which the dock are built are wooden as well. The center dock out of the 3 lanes looks to be a little bit weathered. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Anything else?
I want to put a tattoo on myself.
Okay.
Control water at 5th level.
Okay.
Let's see if I make it. Nat 20 plus 13.
Okay.
Okay, I'm all done here. I'll just be heading back with Bema to the shop.
All right. So you two head back, and Dolan is chilling next door in the cafe. Bella is a little bit annoyed that they left the shop completely unattended
Ugh.
and unlocked.
Ugh. Well, not completely. Honey's there.
Oh, true. Guard dog is here. Good boy.
Good boy. Best friend.
Sapphire, you wanted to head back to the shop, right?
To like go to the shop, but if I kind of want to join with Landon and Bone.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't know where they are.
That's
I
the
know,
thing.
that's why I'm going to the shop
Oh.
to ask.
Right. So make a stealth check.
I'm not gonna leave like without telling her. I'm literally just gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna go meet my brother, and maybe I'll
Oh.
come back tomorrow if you'll take me back tomorrow. I want to
In
keep
that
this
case,
lady like.
yeah, make a quick persuasion with advantage given the circumstances.
Hey,
Okay.
babe, you gonna bone me again tomorrow?
Basically, yeah. Persuasion, you said?
Mm-hmm.
17.
Okay. Describe for me exactly what you're saying and any body language.
I'm just like sitting next to her. I'm not doing anything special. I'm just like, hey, I gotta go back to my brother. Like I didn't tell him where I was going, and he's probably worried about me. Do you mind if I leave and come back tomorrow night?
I suppose that would be fine. She's going to run her fingertips lightly over your cheek and breathe in your ear. If you're late, you'll regret it.
I won't. And I'll get up and get dressed and just leave.
Okay. So, you're heading back. People are finally clearing out and exhausted. Solani is nowhere to be seen, and you head back to the shop to find Ludwig and Bema, who have just come back from the dock. No one else is here.
Well, hello there, little lady killer.
Where's my brother?
Your brother and your semi-girlfriend are going off to do a little bit of reconnaissance for us.
I asked where, I didn't ask what they were doing.
They're in the... I believe they went to the catacombs.
The sewer.
Catacombs, I've no idea.
Okay, bye. And I'm gonna go towards the door that I saw the
Would
shadow
you
rolls
know
at
that's the right
earlier.
door, though?
Yes, good question. Make a
For me.
history
Well,
insight.
you just know it's a door, you don't know what's
Insight.
inside it.
Insight.
Okay. Natural 20. 26.
You know it's the door, so you go up to it. Are you gonna knock?
Yes.
They're gonna open the door. Yeah?
I think my brother's in there with my girlfriend. And a girl
Uh-huh.
who I think I fucked her mom last night. Can I go find them real quick?
The shadow elf behind the door is at a loss for words and slightly vexed. How should I put this? No.
What do you mean?
It's like, yo, I just fucked a person's mom. I want to find my bro. Can you let me in?
Literally.
Is that Sapphire? Is that
Yeah.
Sapphire outside?
Yeah, Sapphire's outside.
Yes, it is me outside.
Wait, can you? It's okay. She's
You can't hear the conversation right
No.
now. You're way down there.
You're way
Oh.
down in the down
Oh
low.
damn! I thought there was like
Downstairs
just-
around the corner.
Yeah, you're like downstairs around the corner in the main residential
Oh.
area.
Oh yeah, that's right. Bone fell.
Can I summon my familiar and
Yeah.
get it to fly in to find Landon?
There's just this tiny opening where his eyes are.
So you would be blocked by him.
Oh, motherfucker!
I mean, you could send, like, you could summon your familiar as a bug.
I would have to cast as a ritual. It'd
Mm.
take me like 10 minutes to do it.
You could
Yeah, if I
blow
want
the
to
door
change my
down.
familiarity, take a little bit. No, I'm not gonna fucking blow the fucking door
Yeah,
down.
that might make you a few enemies.
Yeah, no. I'm not doing that.
Oh yeah, you're also a lawful
I-
rogue, so you gotta play lawful.
I mean, even if you weren't playing lawful, that just wouldn't be a smart idea.
Literally. Like, I'm not dumb.
But he's gonna look down at you. Look, I don't know who you're looking for. You want to describe him to me? Maybe I can tell him that you're
Landon.
looking for him.
Landon. I'm looking for
Who now?
Landon. Really tall looking thing. Can I cast message real quick and just send a message to Landon?
You can attempt. Wait, what's the range for message?
120.
I don't know. Think it will reach actually.
I mean, he reached.
No,
Oh.
that was through a tattoo, though.
We
That
have
was
a-
specific.
We
Yeah,
have
they
a
have that
direct-
telepathic tattoo.
Oh,
We have a direct line. We have a direct line.
that's fair.
Message probably wouldn't go that far because even though they're like distance-wise, they're probably only 50 feet away from you, but depth-wise, they're much lower.
Yeah, they went down a pretty deep stairwell to actually get down there.
So in terms of like distance to depth, you wouldn't reach.
Okay.
Like, if you want an example, you know you fell like 300 feet down the well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll like try describe Landon to him.
Okay. Okay.
Gonna fucking know it's me.
Make a...
Wait, if she's describing Landon, but Landon is disguised, it's not gonna work.
No.
Still
She doesn't.
technically
Like-
kind of- I can still try.
No,
You can try.
I'm just saying.
She doesn't. Well, Sapphire doesn't know. is the thing.
Yes.
Literally, and I can still roll high for it. So
I know.
That
I'm
is
just,
true.
I'm just saying.
So go ahead and describe in, I guess performance, I guess?
performance.
Yeah?
Okay, that's not bad. I'll like long black hair, emo looking guy.
Ugly.
Ew.
No, I
Actually,
don't
no.
call him ugly.
What? No.
I'm a
okay,
nice
Landon is
sister,
hot.
okay?
No, you're not.
Landon is hot as hell. Landon is hot.
Eh,
I
no.
just kind of describe him as like a tall, emo looking, like pale motherfucker with like big sword.
That
I rolled
last
16
piece.
on the-
You rolled a 16?
Yeah.
So, that last piece, he doesn't recall anyone with that description, but he does remember that someone walked in with a greatsword. Were they with anyone?
Probably with the girl that was on the stage last night and my girlfriend.
Oh, Solani. Okay. I see.
Yeah, her. I fucked her mom.
You did what?
I fucked her mom. What? I was trying to keep her busy.
He's gonna shut it really quickly. Get lost.
Listen, we had a plan. I was trying to keep her busy.
You fucked the mayor.
And
We don't need trouble down here. Go away.
trying to bring trouble?
He's
I
gonna
fucked her
go
so she would
down.
be distracted.
He's gonna go down the stairs quickly. Jin, Ren, we have a problem.
Oh no. Is Sapphire up there?
You see this shadow elf coming into the residential area, and he looks frantic. Guys? Someone wanted to come down here saying that they fucked the mayor?
Sapphire.
Oh my. Yeah,
Oh my god.
we know her.
Yeah, that's my sister.
What?
Mm.
Can I
I'm
try and
sure
pick
she
the
is.
lock to get in?
How does Celine
sure-
react to all this?
Her face is bright red, and she's just got her head down.
No.
I'm sure she had like pure enough intentions.
Can
Probably
I
just
take
to
the
like
lock?
keep. probably just like to keep the mayor
There's
busy
no
or
lock.
something.
It's like locked from the inside.
It's a latch on the inside.
Oh.
Can't do anything.
She probably
just-
just like did it to keep the mayor busy or something, so that way she wouldn't have time to be racist or whatever.
Wouldn't have time to be racist.
That's
Good
fucking
stuff.
hilarious.
I love that.
He's just holding bone as the himbo and being embarrassed right now.
Am I wrong?
This shadow elf is confused and concerned on so many levels, as Jin, Rin, and Lin just kind of like they try and calm him down and tell him to go back to his post. They look at the two of you. I thought you said that you weren't going to cause trouble.
This was not within our realm of doing. She helps in the ways that she can. I'm sure that she was just trying to help,
Help
get
herself.
behind the enemy lines or whatever.
Enemy. All right.
I
It matters. I
I
know the layout
can't
of the
tell
house
you
now.
what she was thinking.
Yeah,
I'm s-
really getting
I'm-
behind the enemy lines there.
I do know that she is with us and will be working with us to help you guys out.
If the mayor's concubine is seen down here, then I don't feel like getting us with a big fat target painted on our back.
That's completely fair. We'll go meet her
Concubine
out
is a little
there,
too much.
and we'll leave for now, and we will talk to you guys shortly. Thank you for being kind enough to host us down here and be willing to hear us out. We really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.
Look, this isn't the best time, and of course our little friend has made a bit of a scene. Is there somewhere that we can talk to you privately later?
Talk to
Um,
who?
Shop.
Bema's shop? Do you
Uh,
know Bema's shop?
Bema.
The tiefling?
Magic.
Oh, yes, the tiefling. That's right.
Yeah, these are her clothes. I'm wearing her clothes.
Yes. Now that reminds me why you look so familiar. Yeah, she's been down here a number of times. Yeah, that'll be fine. We'll send Jin up tomorrow.
Excellent. Thank you so much again. And Bone's gonna do like an awkward little like head bow thing.
Mm-hmm. Same. I'm gonna pick my sword up.
Okay. Solani nods at the three elders and heads out with you, quickly trying to pull you out of the room before it gets any more awkward.
Yo, I fucked your mom.
Yep.
This was not how I expected this night to go. Solani's just looking up at you. Why?
Oh, expect
Bone's
Oh,
just
no.
gonna say,
You could say what
she's
were
just
you
gonna try to put
expecting?
on a smooth face to be like, well, if it was up to me, I could have treated you out a little bit nicer, but given the circumstances, I'm not too upset with how it turned out.
Do I see them yet?
You hear someone coming up, but it's a little faint.
I'm just waiting.
If
Saf, you're
Well,
jealous.
I'll try and show you more tomorrow, but please, a little bit
Yeah.
quieter next time.
I can't wait till we get back and I can put my fucking pants on.
She takes you two both up to the top, and the doorkeeper is kind of looking at you with a bit of a scowl.
Mm.
Please, just go.
Right.
Uh, Solani nods at the doorkeeper. Next time we bring friends, make sure they're not in a position to blackmail the mayor.
I want to give the other half of that loaf that the kid gave me. I'm gonna give it to the doorkeeper and be like, "Thank you for your trouble."
He grumbles a bit and just gives you a nod. Thank you.
I'm gonna put, hang on, give me 1 second. I'm gonna put 5 gold in his hand just because this poor man has just had to deal with fucking Sapphire.
Hey.
Yeah, he is pretty. You should probably hike it up to 20.
He opens the door for you and escorts you out.
Do I see this bitch holding Bone?
Yes, you do.
I'm just gonna look at her up and down, and I'm just gonna like, can you please get your paws off of my girlfriend?
Oh,
Hello,
I'm
dear
just gonna-
sister.
Hook my arm on Bone's arm and pull her my way.
Hello, dear sister. It is nice to see you as well. I'm fine, thank
What
you
the
for
fuck
asking.
are you wearing?
It's a long story.
I like
You
how
look gross.
I like this relationship that we have here. Sapphire, I can fuck anyone I want. Bone, nope, yeah. You can't be with anyone else but me.
in reaction to what Sapphire said, Bone, just confused, is gonna look down at her hands, be like, "Wait, but she doesn't have paws. I have paws."
I'm gonna drop the disguise self. I don't know if it's worn off at this point, but I'm gonna drop the disguise self and just like return to my natural
Okay.
pale state.
Bone, take a D10 psychic damage.
That's fair enough. Roll it for me, bitch. Give it to me. I'll take it.
My God, what was that?
He doesn't have paws. I have paws.
My poor desk is suffering with me today.
You were taking 3 damage.
Worth it.
Oh my god.
Good thing it was 3, because the rule of 3 is the golden rule of comedy.
Solani's gonna, as Sapphire says this, Solani's gonna, she blushes and then lets go of your hand. Didn't realize. Sorry. But, if you still want a tour of the catacombs tomorrow, that's perfectly fine.
Oh, ruin the relationship.
Depends on the time. I still have a meeting with your mom tomorrow.
Jesus Christ.
Sapphire, please do keep it in your pants.
Make an intimidation check,
Who?
Sapphire.
Intimidation. Okay. That's a 17.
Let's see. Gonna go ahead and... Ooh. Okay. So your intimidation... It does... Her eyes look a little bit sullen as she looks at you. My mother could crush you.
Oh, yeah,
Looks
she
like-
did.
Looks like she already did.
And
Do it again
I will
tomorrow.
put what remains of you into the bay.
Alright, I don't want to have to deal with fighting, so
Damn.
let's stop talking
Sapphire
about
ruining the relationship for Bone.
let's stop talking about fucking moms.
She walks off in a bit of a rush.
Goodbye.
Damn.
Look what you did, Sapphire. You ruined a perfectly good friendship.
We should go back to the shop and sleep.
Wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
Gonna do a quick... This be performance? Yes, this would be performance. Okay.
Uh-oh.
+18 4. Okay. She comes back and gives Bone a quick kiss on the cheek with a 22.
Ah!
flips Sapphire off, and then leaves.
I am going to destroy you tonight.
I think I'm gonna invite that woman to my wedding.
Zone. I don't think you'll be walking in the morning.
Bone
What
is
is
just
it?
like melted. She's just like, she doesn't know what to fucking say.
What, did you learn some new tips at the mayor or something?
Oh, trust me. I learned a lot of things.
I want
And I'm
to
just gonna
try.
start dragging Bone back to the shop. Where are we sleeping, by the way?
We're sleeping in
at the
Bema's shop, yeah.
So while
There's
they're
one private bed.
while they're doing
I was
that,
gonna say.
Yeah, there's one.
We set up a
private
couple
bed.
beds. There's just one less than the number counted, just
Ah.
for Landon and Ishmael.
so
I'm gonna actually. Is there any like taverns around that I can get a room?
There's a couple.
Yeah, just like a cheap tavern with like a decent bed. I
Okay.
don't need anything expensive.
Also, make a con save.
Me?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. 19.
Okay, you are still sore, for sure. But you can function.
Oh, that's not stopping me.
Alright.
while they're doing their little powwow, I
Mhm.
want to in the little shop there with Bema, I want to be like playing with Honey, like playing fetch with Honey and like catch the ball and like that kind of thing.
Oh. Okay. That's fine. Bone, make a quick perception.
Beep beep bop boop bop boo. That's a 7. Fuck.
You
Rolled
don't notice.
2 plus
shit.
5.
You don't notice diddly shit.
What was that roll for? No, I'm
Except-
curious.
Maybe your clothes are a bit uncomfortable.
Yeah, no, I walk into Bema's magic shop. I just barge into her room. I don't give a fuck what she's doing, where she is, where fucking Donald is. I am ripping off, well, not ripping, I'm not gonna damage her clothing, but I am taking off her clothing, and I am putting my pants back on, and I'm taking down my hair.
You should have made a perception check.
Who, me?
Oh.
Yeah,
Why?
because Dolan and Bem are in her room.
Oh.
Sup, bitches?
Phone-
Don't give a fuck.
Yeah, no, I don't give a shit. Like, they can keep going if they want to. I'm just like walking in, changing, then leaving. Like, I don't care.
Who was in the room? I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
Dolan and Bema are just in Bema's room.
Oh.
You know the Kenku and Tiefling?
They're not doing anything, they're just sitting on the bed talking.
We're just
And
vibing
then-
in there.
Landon just shows up, takes off their clothes.
Gets naked. It's a
Fucking
mood.
Okay,
Daffy
can
Duck
I just get a room at a tavern real quick?
I mean, yeah, you can try. It's
How
fine.
much would that be?
It's late. You'd have to find out if there's any open.
Yeah, I'll like walk around for a little bit, dragging Bone with me. If we don't find a room, I'm fucking you in the streets.
Uh,
I want to snuggle Honey tonight.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, actually, do you want to do the whole dragon scene now?
yeah, your dragon should be hatching.
So,
Yes.
I want to remove my chest plate as I like hear hatching sounds
Mm-hmm.
and take the egg out.
The egg shell cracks at the top, and a little skeleton-like nose pokes out. Alright.
Rip.
So, I'm gonna look at it, like into its eyes, of the little bone dragon?
It's got holes.
If you don't call it boner, I'm gonna kill you.
Oh no! Oh no!
No, I'm gonna.
Now
name
you
it
won't be able
something.
to tell which one you're talking to.
No, I'll name it something afterwards.
Okay. This little dragon has just flopped out of its shell and onto the floor.
I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna like hold it close to me,
What?
so like it looks at me.
It just sticks its tongue out at you.
Has it imprinted on me? Like, does it like know that I'm its mother?
It's a newborn, so it doesn't know anything else. But it's just its tongue is just hanging out. It don't know nothing. It's poo brain.
Well, I mean, they are born with some intelligence.
Yeah, but until now it was just looking at the inside of a shell. It doesn't even know what a mom is.
It probably thinks that it is
It thinks that Warforged are the mighty overlords of the earth, and Draco Liches are some kind of food.
oh dear.
So, from what I'm reading right here on the lore page for the baby Draco Liches,
Uh-huh.
when they're born, because of the way that they're born and because of what it requires for them to be born, they're born with full sentience, and they have full sentience, consciousness, and have the mind of at least a 2-year-old baby dragon.
Which is, again, fine.
Yeah.
But until now, you can
Oh,
have the mind of a,
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm
They just don't know anything.
what I want to do is I want to just like hold it close to me, like pet it,
Okay.
and just protect.
It's going to stretch and do what it thinks is an intimidating roar.
Hold on.
It's nothing but a little string bean right now. Not bigger than maybe your palm.
I could give it a meme name and call it Sans.
Did it?
No, I'm not gonna do that. No.
But nope, it's nice and comfy. At least it knows that you're roughly the same temperature as whatever it was being held in before.
I'm gonna use the shell, and I'm gonna use the mending cantrip to kind of make a semi-armor out of it to put on it. So
Okay.
I'm also gonna use my cloth that I have to sort of
Mhm.
like just make a little fuzzy jacket for it, so like it doesn't get cold.
Interesting.
Even though
Okay.
they're resistant, even though they're immune to cold, still, thing is like baby.
It's like Egg Knight's dragon right now.
I mean, it's about half the size of what honey is, but it's still, you know.
It's not even half the size. It's a newborn, so it'll grow fast. But Honey is like Komodo dragon right now. So
Oh yeah, this would be about the size of. It's not bearded dragon size. It's bigger than that, but
Iguana?
yeah, probably
yeah,
closer to an iguana.
about of an iguana size.
Oh, cute.
It only takes a Draco Lich to reach teen maturity in like what 50 years.
It goes and starts scratching at your faceplate.
Nice.
Not hard, just like
Yeah.
need
tap,
to
tap,
feel
tap.
face.
As I'm doing so, I want to like walk up to Bema's room and knock.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Dear Bema, would you like to meet a new family member that I have?
Did you give birth in my shop?
Not exactly.
She cracks the door curiously.
I hold
Yes.
as I just like kind of hold it in my hands. For I have a Draco Lich.
You know Warforged don't lay eggs.
Yes, I do.
We let him think what he wants to think.
For I have obtained a pet.
She opens the door. She is astonished by how cute it is, but you realize that she's not wearing any clothes.
I don't give a shit. He's just gonna
Apparently neither did she.
He's just gonna like eye her and say, "Hey, you have a nice body there. I'm sure he enjoys that."
Gross.
Yes, I know. She immediately takes the Draco Lich and closes the door.
He's gonna put a hand in the door. Like, no. He's just gonna put the door open. Give my son back.
This is a Draco Lich. I don't think you understand how familial parentage works. She gives you back your Draco Lich, but she's very confused about how a Warforged produced a Draco Lich in the first place.
He's gonna like put his hand on her shoulder. For maybe one day I can tell you the story of how I came across this young lad. But I believe you have some things to do with your Kenku. He's gonna look over at Dolan and he's gonna wink at him. You sexy creature, you.
That thing sleeps in the pigeon coop.
For he is a sexy creature.
You could say that. Dolan, go home. I am home. No, leave. Oh.
Oh.
Can
Can I roll sleight of hand to like bap the ass?
You can try.
Let's try. 16.
It's a dex. She notices your hand and is half tempted to cut it off, but just lets it go anyway. She's too tired to care.
He's just gonna walk back downstairs and like sit down with Honey, holding his Draco Lich. And he's just gonna like pet it and like comfort it, and it's a little cloth onesie.
Okay.
And just like introduce it to like Honey and shit.
Okay. Honey licks it and is at least smart enough to know it doesn't go in the mouth. Supposedly. It might go in the mouth.
Is it like doing the thing where like you give dogs fizzy water and they just stand there with their mouth open and their tongues out?
Yes, exactly. Right on the nose. But you're still looking for a tavern, Sapphire Bone?
Yes. Ah.
Okay. Across the street, you do notice next to a interesting looking little shop. Bone, you recognize it as the bakery Zeke was pointing to before. There is a small tavern that is still open.
And ask for a room with a big enough bed for the two of us.
We are booked up, but there is a room in the back, I suppose. Doesn't really need any setup.
Does he have a bed?
Not a conventional one, but I'm sure it's comfy.
What the fuck does that mean?
Love hotel.
No.
He opens the door. It's just a mound of hay.
Oh. It started with a loft to creep in. Loft!
at work. I'll push Bone in up here in the morning, and I'll close the door behind him.
Good.
Did you just say loft?
I said I closed the door
No,
behind him.
I know. What was Bone saying?
I was singing Hey Loft by Mother Mother.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Okay.
I'm just gonna push her towards the hay pile, and I'm just gonna be like, "You have those handcuffs?"
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Pulls
give
out
them to me.
dimensional shackles. Here you go.
I'm gonna cuff Bone, and we can fade to black here.
Big yeet.
Let the imagination travel. We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
I
Landon.
did say,
Yeah.
just real quick, I did say that Saphir had a dildo at some point. It's been a while, but I did say she had one.
You did. A strap, I think you said
Yes,
specifically.
it was a strap.
Yes. And in case we've forgotten, Bone does have a girl dick. So, yeehaw.
Happy hyena noises.
So, is Landon coming back to the shop?
I've been in the shop, dude.
Yeah, Landon's been here. That's why I'm asking Landon what Landon is doing.
So, Landon, what do you think of the child?
I don't care, dude. I'm not cleaning up after it.
It doesn't expel excrement.
That's great, I guess. I'm still not cleaning up after it.
Ludwig is just gonna like stand up, holding it, and like kind of like motion towards you if you want to pet it.
I'm good, actually.
Shall we end the session?